I'm Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Even when I'm out, I'm in.
Yeah! Let's go, man. What is up, reactors? We have a new episode of Secret Invasion. Episode 1, I really enjoyed. That was a shocker. And by a shocker, I mean that ending. I did not see that coming at all. Rest in peace, Maria Hill. But it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. We got a new episode, episode 2. It's time to see what Nick Fury is going to do to bounce back. He's got to be pissed. I am very eager about this episode to see what this man is about to come up. What's his plan? It's time to find out. But as always, like this video. It truly helps because you know what time it is. You can say it so yourself. Episode 2 of Secret Invasion. It's time to read it in. 1997. Brixton, London. Young Nick.
Lara, welcome.
I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Gravik.
He escaped from behind enemy lines, piloted a ship all on his own. He is smart, Fury.
He's a child.
How did this, all go bad?
This work here, very dangerous.
I'm not afraid.
Not anymore.
I can see you're not.
D.H. Samuel L. Jackson looks pretty good.
All of us have lost someone, and our entire species is scattered across the galaxy. But for those of you who braved the journey here, you did so for one reason. This man
Is our savior.
The world is facing a serious threat, and I could use your help. Putting on a new face and keeping it. Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one.
That's the plan.
Who'll be first to take the pledge?
Who else? There we go. That's one. That's two. Everybody's buying in.
You keep your word, I'll keep mine.
Gravik remembers. All right, we back to the present. Look at that. Gaia is still with him. Ooh. Damn, Nick. You're not an American. You are a Skrull.
Мы ищем одного человека. Чернокожий американец. Видели у кого-нибудь похожего?
Nick Fury.
Здесь больше шансов встретить инопланетянина.
Рядом с чемоданом.
I can tell. This is a Skrull. Yeah. Very creative. Dang. Left Maria Hill back there.
Tell me something I don't know about the destruction of Skrulls.
they're here.
Who's here?
All of us.
You're not spread around the galaxy?
Have you lost your reptilian-ass mind?
I sent out the call.
You lied to me.
That's a
We
big
were
lie.
being hunted across the universe. I had two choices. What would you have done?
This ain't about me.
Oh, right, but you fine using us as your spies
Uh-oh.
and your errand boys, long as it's on your terms.
The host gets to set the terms of the visitation.
What happens when the host disappears? Huh? Because you were gone. And I didn't think you were coming back. I really didn't. Your boots barely hit Earth.
You knew how to get in touch with me, Talos, and you didn't because you didn't want me to know.
Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth.
Humans can't coexist with each other, Talos. We've been at war with each other since we could walk upright. There is not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
He's yelling. Hopefully those people don't come back. Those soldiers.
Neither is this train compartment. I think this is your stop.
Wow. That's a very big lie. I was thinking this is only like a few, less than 1,000 here on Earth. But no, there are millions of Skrulls on Earth. A whole colony. Here. That's wild. That is very big. That's an invasion, all right. Maria. Dang, and Nick can't even be here. She's been here since the beginning, guys. Since phase 1. And she meets her end in a Disney Plus TV show. I can't believe it. Oh, he is here.
Don't you be one of those bastards who gives me a platitude when I'm looking for the truth.
She died in Moscow. Someone set a trap.
So, you're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home in a box. You're Nick Fury. Maria believed in you. She would have followed you to the gates of hell and back.
Damn.
I don't know what Maria died for out there. Don't let it be for nothing.
I hear that.
For what the Kremlin regards as an all-out declaration of war by the Americans.
They're all saying we
Whoa.
had something to do with Moscow. Well, I call bull on that.
I had no idea he would be in this.
How did you know Fury would be there?
I didn't, but I hoped.
And he was.
I wanted to see how much of him was left. You know, I could have killed him if I wanted to.
And why didn't you?
You don't punish a man by giving him what he wants.
Gravik, I think he's a good villain. Has the opportunity to become the best villain in all of these Disney Plus TV shows, I think. Hold on to that.
I'm not out in an hour. Shoot him in the head.
Oh, man, I'm taking my watch out. Click.
All dressed up in the man's finery, playing the man's game, using the man's fork and knife.
Better to behave as a human than as a dog.
I quite like dogs. Dogs aren't hypocrites. And they don't lie. They don't lock each other up in cages.
Oof.
Are you done?
I think he's just getting started.
You murdered over 2,000 innocent humans, children, and yet you don't seem remotely remorseful.
Because he has no connections to humans at all.
What gives me the right?
Oh, you hear that music?
Nushkim pik Skrulls bichorakias. Udrikag makel mekik. Kajushat mushamp. Pichohagnas kazak.
Whoa. That is wild. They are Skrulls.
Nas. Pashach.
Whoa.
I think it's a war. I think it's a war.
War.
And what happens if the Avengers return?
You don't think I thought about that? Put your faith in me.
We need a single commander whose war power is total and unchecked.
My God.
Therefore, I
Putting it all
nominate
on Gravik.
to the post of Skrull General.
I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of
Damn. Show your true colors.
I fear each one of you has forgotten our history.
Wow,
We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war, because we were too willing. I do not support your coup.
Wow.
I will not support your war.
Sure.
It's Gravik. He has control of our people and our future. Gravik has changed.
So have I. Soren's dead. Set up the mate. Just tell him I want to talk about my daughter.
Gotta get your daughter out of there. Couple of bombs. And you get a standing ovation?
Harvest wasn't there.
And it's back to scavenging. Our DNA selection remains extremely limited.
What is going on? What are they planning? I have no idea what's going on with that. Can't be good.
Colonel.
Rhodey.
Colonel Rhodes? Respectfully, Prime Minister, I can't take the authenticity of Russian-supplied photos at face value. Slovakia rolls its eyes at me one more time, I'm gonna put on the suit and carpet bomb it.
Surely President Ritson is aware of the seriousness.
Until such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're gonna be getting from us.
Rhodey with the mic drop.
Nice suit, Armani.
Oh, he's got eyes on him.
Yeah, well, my other suit's made of titanium, so this actually constitutes considerable saving.
You sound frustrated. What's the matter? Croatia talking crap?
Slovakia.
Well, carpet bomb their ass.
Yeah, Fury. He's getting back in the game. Hearing everything, seeing everything.
Your face is all over CCTV footage, meaning you not only set the stage for World War III, but you simultaneously flipped all of our allies to Team Russia.
Yeah, but hey, those allies are Skrulls.
How well do you know your security detail?
That's a good question.
What if I told you they were all spies?
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys who could shapeshift into your daddy.
This is a first for Rhodey.
So how long have you known about them?
I guess not.
Eyes only top secret presentation. The Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads to invade us one day from the inside.
Wow.
That invasion?
It's happening now.
That's not possible.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but it's true. And here's the crazy part. We're being invaded and we can't even tell who the invaders are. Moscow was just the beginning.
What's next?
Maybe we should call our friends.
No. We can't jump the gun on that. You know,
The Avengers.
You get them in a fight with the Skrulls, and next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists.
Fury.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I need you to back me on this.
I can't do it.
Ain't no can't in our business. There's only what you can do and what you will not do.
You're right. I should have said, I'm not doing it.
Are you really talking to me about politics right now?
The job is political.
I remember when your job was protecting the planet.
We protect the planet.
Forgetting who helped you get your seat at the table?
Oh, so I owe you now? Is that it?
We owe each other. So let's make the power mean something. Help a brother out.
Yeah, help him out.
These men are gonna escort you outside, then you're going to the airport.
Have you even listened to a word that I've said?
The enemy is 1,000,000 times more dangerous than Hydra, but they can only be vanquished by you. But you should know better than most. The reason we wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do. The point of this power is to be uncompromising.
He's listening all right.
And to tell him without any reservation that he's fired. That's what this moment right here, right now is about, Nick.
Wow, Rhodey.
Is it you to fire me?
I volunteered. That mess that you created in Moscow that resulted in getting one of our best people murdered, you earned all this smoke, brother.
Oh no! That just happened.
That just because you stripped me of my titles, I relinquished my DNA?
Careful, Fury.
Nick! You know what? I like this, Nick.
And you wonder why you're out.
I'm Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Even when I'm out, I'm in.
Yeah! Let's go, man. I'm in his corner. Rhodey tripping.
Where is your safe house? Speak!
Didn't your mother ever warn you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that? Oh, before I forget, where is the escape hatch in this dump?
Why do you need to know that?
Oh, just a hunch.
Just a hunch.
I'm gonna break these chains, and then I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
Yo, wow. Wow, straight to it.
Well, now that's confirmed.
Skrull.
Let's party, shall we?
I like Sonya. Gaia, you're gonna get in trouble. Root, Frost Beast, Coal Obsidian, Extremis? What the hell does this man have cooking up in here?
He'll be ready for a face before long.
I think Gravik is trying to turn himself into a super Skrull.
I'll never talk to you.
Well, that's very brave. But everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
The smart ones start talking earlier than that. You a smart one?
Put it in my arm. I don't care.
You shouldn't have asked that. Wow, not the arm, but in the ass. Start talking. That's hot. Might as well start talking.
Graphic keeps everything a secret.
And what secrets doesn't he keep?
Tell the truth.
Building a machine.
What kind of machine?
I think it's to make us stronger.
Yeah, makes sense.
Graphic will kill me.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but if I don't get a name, Graphic won't get a chance to kill you.
Damn, this looks painful. They're moving in and take out, you know, gotta cut off all loose ends.
Sounds like your lift is here.
Sonya is peacing out. Wow. Oh, he put him on the hook. Dang.
I got him. Let's go.
Wow, they're not gonna kill him? Cut off all loose ends.
What'd you tell him?
Yeah, Gravik's gonna take him out.
Nothing, just lies.
Nothing. Just lies.
He's gonna shoot him. Gravik's gonna kill him.
Take him to the car.
Gravik, you have made a mistake.
Keep driving.
How did they find our safe house?
Yeah, this isn't good. Wow, he's making him do it?
Did we make it home, Peyton? Almost there, bro.
Like I said, no loose ends. I thought Gravik was about to make a mistake, but like I said, no loose ends. Once they saw the safe house was, you know, overrun by cops, that confirmed everything right there. Who is that? Don't tell me that this man, Nick Fury, has a wife and that wife is a Skrull. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Ain't no way. It is.
Aren't you forgetting something?
His marriage ring. That's what I say. Oh my. He married a Skrull. Okay, Nick. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Special guest, Colby Smulders, once again. But yeah, that's episode 2, man. I enjoyed this one. This is good. And the music is fire just to close it out. Alright, that is episode 2 to Secret Invasion. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments down below. But I enjoyed this episode. Not as much as that first episode, but this was a really good one. This takes a little bit to get going, but once the exposition starts to happen and it starts to heat up, that is when I reeled it in. And I was enjoying the episode through and through. That, surprising meeting that Gravik had with those leaders, then to find out that those leaders are indeed Skrulls, that was shocking, but not as shocking as we now have a very big plot that's happening on this show, and that is, I believe, Gravik experimenting on himself, turning himself into a super Skrull. That is what I'm getting from that situation. I have no idea how that's going to play out, but that is pretty big. That is something that he's keeping under wraps from the people that, you know, he knows. I just know that once they start to experiment on Gravik, things will pop off, and that is when I think Gravik and his Skrulls will make their big impact to the world. Therefore showcasing that, yeah, this invasion thing is happening. This threat is real. A threat in which Rhodey knows about, in which I had no clue that Rhodey knew about. But yeah, eyes will be open to the Americans for sure. But another thing I gotta touch on is that it's crazy how Talos is, you know, in this episode, in the beginning, and then he just disappears midway through the episode and he's not seen again. I thought that was strange, but I do like the intro to this episode showcasing the relationship that Nick Fury has with the previous Skrulls. But hearing that Talos in that intro scene say that the vast majority of Skrulls are spread out throughout the galaxy and only a few here on Earth, but then to find out the actual truth on that train, that no, that is not the case. He's been lying to Nick Fury, and it's wild. Another episode showing how Nick Fury is completely out of his game, not knowing you know, the big things that are happening at the moment. And it shows the effect that it truly has on his life. Those past 5 years flying by, being snapped away. And then with him staying on Saber and spending his time there, but now coming back to Earth, yeah, this man's out of it. He's out of his game, and he's trying to catch up as fast as he can and know everything. Yeah, it's a hard uphill battle for Nick Fury, and it feels right now that Nick Fury is the only one in his own corner. I mean, that train track scene with him and Talos, it did not end well, and it was a splitting apart type of moment. So I'm ready to see what happens with their relationship and what brings them together for them to trust each other once again. I also love the quick scene, the funeral scene with Maria Hill. That was a good scene. I believe that was her mom. That talk between her and Nick Fury, I enjoyed that. But not as much as the Rhodey and Nick Fury butting heads scene. That is very, very much heavy exposition, but good exposition. And I love how the Avengers were mentioned at how we cannot get them to interfere with this whole secret invasion that's going on, because next thing you know, as Nick Fury says, they could be turned into terrorists, and that is something we cannot have. And I know things like that happen in the comics, but that is cool that they touched upon that in that quick scene. But yeah, that whole scene with the experiment with Gaia on the computer and seeing Groot and so many other names. Groot was the first thing that pops up that, you know, opened up my eyes. But then to see the other names on that computer screen, wow. This man is for sure, I think it is, that he's for sure trying to turn himself into a super Skrull. I think there was a glimpse of that within the trailers. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was a small glimpse of Gravik, you know, transforming or showing sights of him being a super Skrull. But yeah, I can't wait for episode 3. A lot of things went down. Like I said in my episode 1 reaction and review, this show is heavy exposition, but it's good exposition, but they still throw in some action here and there, just like what they did with the first episode. We get a quick action scene in episode 2 with Gravik, and it was a good one. It was a really good one. But yeah, the way this episode ended, I knew it deep down that Nick Fury had a wife. But for that wife to be a Skrull, I knew it. I called it right before it happens. I wonder why he's going to her at this time. I mean, this whole time, we had no idea about Nick Fury having a wife. But this show is really, you know, shedding a light on Nick Fury. He's in the spotlight, so we're getting everything with Nick Fury. So it's cool to get, you know, this type of connection. We had no idea. I believe there was a talk about his wife in a previous film. I think it was in Avengers Age of Ultron. It might have been, but if not, then a long time ago in a Marvel film, I think he did mention his wife. But here, seeing his wife, but seeing that his wife is a Skrull, wow. So yeah, he has trust. He has trust in the Skrulls, and he's going to need a lot of help. He can't fight this alone. He might feel that way, and he might feel that he's pressured into that corner in which he feels like maybe, no one's in my corner. I must do this alone. And that is what I took from that scene with Rhodey, in which he confirmed that, yeah, I'm Nick Fury. But at the end of the day, this man is going to need some backup. And he's going to need Gaia for sure. He's definitely going to need Talos. And he's definitely going to need Rhodey. And he's going to need a group of Skrulls in the end. That is what I am seeing later down the road in the future. That is the only way I see him, stopping Gravik and this secret invasion that's going on. But always, sound off in the comments down below. I'm eager to hear what your guys' thoughts on episode 2. Did you enjoy episode 2? Which episode do you prefer, episode 1 or episode 2? But 2 good episodes, still off to a great start with Secret Invasion. But that's going to conclude this reaction and review. Thank you guys always for reeling it in with me here at Reel It In Reactions. I'm Reel It In Miles. I'll catch you guys for Secret Invasion episode 3. Peace.